Hello, humans and non-humans. Oh boy, we need to talk. So, I'm not entirely sure if any of you have been keeping up with the situation surrounding Pastor Tom McMurtry and Mr. Atheist, who is a wonderful, amazing content creator here on the YouTubes. And the whole situation with pumpkins. Don't worry, I will get you all situated on that. But where do I begin? Okay, so Pastor Tom McMurtry is a part of this church. I want to say it's called the Liberty Baptist Church, I think. And he's very, well, the delicate way to put this would be out there, quote unquote. A much more harsh way to put it is he's a massive frickin' bigot, and I'm gonna try not to cuss. What the hell. I'm probably gonna get pissed off anyway surrounding all this. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So, he has actively called out for killing members of the LGBT community. And, like, they get around this. Like, it's like, oh, we don't, actually say to go out and kill them. But, like, they'll celebrate whenever bad shit happens. Like, with, and forgive me for not being up to date. I know I'm a member of the LGBT community. I really should know about all this. But I think there was something that happened in Orlando, a shooting. So when that happened, they actively celebrated that. And they also advocate for other horrendous shit, like to, and of course this is all being relayed from, I literally just got off the live stream with Mr. Atheist, and another creator called Shannon Q is going to be making a press release talking about all this stuff. So I'm basically just relaying all that information and trying to do my part to help. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so Pastor Tommy McMurtry would say shit like to beat the shit, or to beat the Asperger's out of your kids. Yeah. It's horrendous. Oh, and it gets better. It gets better. Apparently, if you get married, and of course this is assuming, straight people, if you get married, because of course to them homosexuality is an abomination. That should probably go without saying at this point. So if you're a woman and you marry a guy, apparently there is no such thing as marital rape. Because, according to him, as soon as you say I do, you're giving your consent forever. Which is a load of fucking bullshit. Okay? That's not how consent works. You have every right to revoke your consent if you are not comfortable. Even if you are in the middle of fucking like two bunny rabbits. If you feel uncomfortable in any way, you have the right to say, stop. I'm not comfortable. Can we please not do this? The moment that you revoke consent, if your partner continues making sexual advances and, having sex with you, as soon as you pull away your consent, what they're doing is rape. And that is not okay. You get that? This isn't up for debate. Okay? Alright, good. Assuming that you've all just said yes. Okay, so where do we go from here? Right, pumpkins. So, a while ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, Mr. Atheist put out a video responding to a video that Pastor Tommy McMurtry put out. And of course it was, oh God, oh no. I'm gonna have to wash out my mouth with soap after this, okay. He was responding to their sort of advertisement thing for their Make America Straight Again conference. Oh God. I hate this so much. So basically, he put out, he rebutted them and, gave out some pretty damn good points and stuff. So he put out his video, like a typical response would. A lot of atheist channels do, stuff like that. They'll respond to things. They'll debunk things. But then Pastor Tommy McMurtry decided to clap back. And oh boy, this is where things get really interesting. So he decides to, oh my God, it's oh, the hypocrisy. So he decides to, he says, we don't want to call him out. We don't want to, with privacy and all that. And then he proceeds to show clips of Mr. Atheist's face. So he says like, oh, we don't want to give him any notoriety or whatever. And then he continues to show his face in the video. Real smart there, Pastor. But second, instead of calling him by his YouTuber name, Mr. Atheist, which is obviously not his real name. His real name is Jimmy. James? Jim James' son. Okay. Anyway, he proceeds to call him Mr. Pumpkin because, according to him, the pumpkin is the biggest fruit on earth. Basically saying he has a big head. When actually, side note, it's not actually the pumpkin that's the biggest fruit in the world. It's actually the grapefruit, if I'm being correct. Granted, like when you eat a piece of grapefruit, it's, smaller, but when it's on like the actual tree, it's pretty damn big. Again, this is just according to what I have heard. So he decides to clap back and makes, a video basically trying to denounce Mr. Atheist and stuff. So then our lovely, wonderful land daddy, that's an inside joke among his subscribers and fans, land daddy decides to clap back. And basically what Pastor Tommy McMurtry was trying to say, oh, you only have however many subscribers. I think I'm about to look this shit up. How many subscribers does Mr. Atheist have? Let's see, Mr. Atheist. He has 193,000 subscribers. Okay, so Tommy McMurtry basically says like, of course he doesn't actually have 200 subscribers, but he says 200. But anyway, you only have like 200 subscribers. What are you gonna do? There's not that much you can do on the internet. And Mr. Atheist was like, oh, you want to bet? Oh, we'll show you what we can do. So he called out for all of his subscribers. At first, it went straight to his patrons because, you know, he releases his video to them first. So, I need tea. My mouth is getting dry. Okay, so he won a few things. I lost my train of thought. I keep doing this. Okay, so where should I start first? Oh, okay. Probably the most important bit. Working on reporting Pastor Tommy McMurtry's videos for hate speech, because that's what it basically is. It's hate speech, honey. Even though, like, by technicality, what he's saying falls under the First Amendment of free speech, but that's not the same as YouTube's community guidelines. So what he's saying, basically calling for violence against, members of a minority, and a still very oppressed minority, he's calling for violence against them. That is against YouTube's community service guidelines. Community service guidelines. What did I just say? No. Terms of community guidelines. I can't think today. So yeah, which is really important. And secondly, he purchased the domain name of PastorTommyMcMurtry.com, which, as a disclaimer, has nothing to do with Pastor Tommy McMurtry or the church, church that he's a part of. What did I say? It was Liberty Baptist Church. So yeah. Now, what you will find on that website is basically a bunch of sexy pumpkins, because of this wonderful, wonderful inside joke that basically, like, I'm not saying that Pastor Tommy McMurtry is sexually attracted to pumpkins. All I'm really saying is we don't really know. So it's that kind of whole inside joke thing, and basically to, like, decredit him, make it, ridiculous, because as an attempt to take control of, and, he encouraged all of his followers, Mr. Atheist, I mean, to, search that and stuff, to take control of, Google's search stuff, so that's one of the top things that you'll see, which is amazing. So basically, what we've been doing, and yes, I say we, I'm trying to help out as well, is we've been deplatforming him, deplatforming Tommy McMurtry with the whole hate speech thing. And, oh yeah, it gets better. So the whole Make America Straight conference, yeah, so I think it might be that particular conference. I'm not really sure. I could be wrong here, but they're planning on having it at the location of where the Orlando shooting was, as a way to say fuck you to those who've died. Okay? These are people who died because homophobic, bigoted people decided to wanted to kill them. Okay? So they're basically holding this conference as a massive fuck you to those who died. So, yeah, that's great, I say in a really sarcastic voice. Oh god, how much time do I have left? I'm probably gonna have to strip this together. So yeah, I think I mentioned this earlier, but another creator by the name of Shannon Q is going to be working on a press release, and she's going to release that out to as many people as humanly possible, and to hopefully get the word out there. And of course, there's probably there's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, that's basically the gist of the situation, but there's some stuff that I'm leaving out. Or I guess I'll probably just say it now. Okay, so the church, basically, they brag about, like, being armed, and Florida has, laws that basically favor, if they feel in any danger and they, kill you, the laws always favor the shooter. So if you do decide to protest, please be careful. Get a hold of police, tell them that this is what you're going to be doing, request protection, right? All of that jazz. And yeah, just please be safe. So to wrap this all up, I urge you to catch up on Mr. Atheist's videos. He just posted a live stream that just finished. The whole Tommy McMurtry situation thing lasts for about an hour. So please, if you have time, go and watch that. And yeah, I think that's about it. And of course, as things update, I will update all of you. Yeah. Have a wonderful, safe, happy Pride Month. And if it's not safe for you to come out or anything, that is perfectly okay. Just be safe. I'll hold you in my heart. Yeah, just please be safe. I'll probably make another video about this or something similar on the subject of the whole straight pride thing. Oh God. On the channel that I co-host called Conversation. There are two actually. There's not one. It's not the one that's capital K, capital I, capital N with the lion logo. Ours is the one with the rainbow space 7-pointed star, and that logo was done by Alex J. Brimmer. Thank you very much to him for making that logo. Check out his content. He's a really good content creator. He does gaming and stuff. It's awesome. So yeah, please be safe, and I will try to make another video as soon as I can. And yeah, bye.